Well, hello, I'm here with two of my dollies. I'm Nani from Booties and Bonnets, and I want to welcome everybody to my channel. I have two little dollies joining me. This is Deandra, and she's wearing a really cute overall set with like pink, kind of a light pink with pink flowers and stars. And I love this little onesie she has on. It's got like yellow and peach color flowers, and she looks ready for summer, doesn't she? And she's a Kyra sculpt, Kyra, and I've had this little girl for a couple years already, and she was reborn by Heavenly Art Dolls. But I thought I'd bring her here so you get to see her again. It's been a while since I showed this sweet little girl. And she has rooted black hair, and I love the way her little hands are open. And I just love her little face, her lips, and her sweet face. So her name is Deandra. And so I thought I'd bring her on and show you. And then I've got Daisy, who I've been kind of working on a little bit. And she actually is holding an antique doll. The reason I'm doing this is because I was just watching a channel in the Sparrow's nest. And Melanie has her niece and nephew visiting, and they did the most wonderful video showing her dolly collection and her niece's dolls that she loves so much. And so I thought I'd show you one doll that I have that is an antique, probably from the 30s or 40s, and she has crocheted, actually it's more knit, like a knit dress, and I love the little bonnet. It's all handmade, you can tell, and she's even got matching booties. Look at her little matching booties that go with her dress. And so yeah, I was watching in the Sparrow's Nest, and I just enjoyed it thoroughly, and seeing Luciana and her her cousin doing the video and answering some questions like as a tag, and it just reminded me of the love that I had for dolls when I was a little girl. So anyway, so here's that little dolly. And then I've got Daisy here, and she actually is a daisy sculpt, and I was just working on her. I did one coat of flesh color on her, and I added a little more blushing because she was one of my first dollies, and I decided she kind of needed a little makeover, and I think she turned out really cute. And she's wearing the cutest a romper with yellow and black, and it looks like a little cupcake that she has in the front here with a little flower. And I love this sculpt. I think I've always loved dollies with different expressions, and she's got kind of a more serious little expression, but I just really love this little girl. And so I wanted to do the tag today. I want to make sure that you go over there to In the Sparrow's Nest, and Melanie's the creator, and she came up with the best questions for a tag, and her niece and nephew took part in it, and it was so much fun to hear their answers. And so I thought I'd take part in the tag. So let's see, make sure Deandra is looking up, but she doesn't seem to wanna. Anyway, so here we go. I've got some questions. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you something else here. Talking about dollies. I think my daughter had this when she was a little girl, and I'm sure Luciana would love to see it. See this little dolly? She it's kind of a she's a what's she called, a Cabbage Patch doll, and she's got black hair with like pigtails, And I love her little outfit that she's wearing, and she came in this little box, and actually it's a little cradle, or it's kind of like a carry and go kind of a toy for little girls. And I thought, I always loved this little girl, and she was my daughter's. And I have a toy box with all sorts of goodies in here, like little toys that the dolly can play with. And she's got a comb to comb her hair, so you can actually comb her hair if you want to. Look at that. And so yeah, it's kind of a carry. You close it up and you can take it with you wherever you go. So I'll have her lay down in her crib, see how that works. And then you just close this off. Oops, I know there was a horsey in here too, a little rocking horse. And it's all very compact, and you close it, and then you can just carry it. It's like a little, I don't know if I'll be able to close it all the way, but it shows, see how it looks? It's like a little Cabbage Patch suitcase, and you can carry your baby with you, your dolly. But I thought this is really cute. So anyway, I thought Luciana would like to see that. And I wanted to answer my questions. I mean, the questions from In the Sparrow's Nest. I'll leave this over here so you can kind of see it. There we go. And my two little girls will listen in. And so let's start. So the first question is, would you rather explore the ocean or outer space? I would love to explore the ocean. I've always liked fish and that, and I've never gone scuba diving or snorkeling, and that would be a really fun activity to do sometime. So that's my answer for number 1. Number 2, would you rather live in a tree house or a cave house? Oh, I think a tree house. I always liked to play house when I was younger, and so having a playhouse up on a tree, I always thought that would be kind of neat. And then, I could put different kinds of dolly furniture up there, or a little cradle for my dolls, and make it like a little doll house. That would be a lot of fun. Number 3, would you rather grow a flower garden or would you rather have a candy garden? I would say, gosh, that is a tricky one, because I love flowers, but I also like candy. So if I could have a candy garden, that sounds yummy. I like any kind of candy, especially chocolates. Except, I wouldn't want it to be too hot, or else everything would melt. If I had like Milky Ways and Twix bars and all that out there, I'd be they'd kind of melt. So assuming that the weather was just perfect for candy, I would have a candy garden. Let's see, would you rather ride a real horse or a merry-go-round horse? Ooh, when I was a little girl, I always loved the merry-go-round. So I would have to say the merry-go-round horse. I need a little more practice with riding a real horse. I need a lot of lessons for that. So, okay, number 5. Okay, would you like to visit a hot, wet swamp or a hot, dry desert? I would rather visit a hot, dry desert. I think for sure I would make sure I brought lots of water and that, but it might be a little mosquito-y in the hot, wet swamp. So yeah, I think the hot, dry desert would be my preferred place to be. Number 6, would you rather eat soggy waffles with sprinkles or dried fruit? Would you rather eat soggy waffles with sprinkles or dried fruit? Ooh, actually, you know what? I've always loved waffles, and if they have lots of syrup on them, I like them that way. And the sprinkles, that sounds delicious. So I think I'll go with the waffles. Would you prefer a pet rock or a pet owl? I guess living in the city here where I live, I think having a pet rock would probably be the best thing. If I was a little girl, I could pretend that it was real, and I could take it all different places and put it in my pocket, or just take it. I wouldn't have to worry about feeding it or anything like that. It would be a very low maintenance kind of a pet. So I would say a pet rock. Okay, let's see. That was number 7. Ooh, okay, number 8. Would you rather sleep in a tent or sleep in the grass? I think if I had a choice, I'd rather sleep in the tent. For one thing, if it started to rain, I don't like to really get wet. So, a few sprinkles are okay. I don't mind that. But I'd rather be in the tent at night if I'm sleeping, and I know at least I've got a roof over my head. So I would have to say the tent. Number 9, would you like to make a chocolate cake or spinach pie? You know what? I'd love to try making a spinach pie. I know spinach is very healthy, and I've heard it's really not that hard to make. And so even though I love chocolate cake, I think I would try the spinach pie. I like variety. So number 10, would you rather wear cowboy boots or flip-flops? I think I'd rather wear flip-flops. In the summertime especially, I like to have my feet kind of in the open air. And so, flip-flops would be my preferred way of walking. Sandals and that are really nice during the summertime. And so, flip-flops are my choice. And for number 11, it says, would you rather ride on the back of a flying monkey from The Wizard of Oz or the back of a rooster? Ooh. Well, my husband one time told me how scary the flying monkeys were. So I don't think I'd want to go on a flying monkey. I really need to watch The Wizard of Oz again. So I think I would rather fly on the back of a rooster. And I think I guess a rooster is what my answer. And these tag questions were wonderful. I love doing them, and please go over to In the Sparrow's Nest, and Melanie's the creator, and make sure to watch her video. So. And there's some surprises there too, so just make sure you go over there and join in the fun. And this was a fun tag, so hope everybody's doing well. And little Daisy wants to say hello. She's sound asleep though. And Deandra, and then my little dollies here that I love so much. I've always loved all kinds of dollies. So thank you everybody for joining me, and stay well and enjoy your dollies. Take care. Bye-bye.